Hi, my name is Deanine Moore. I will be the first grade math tutor at eXtend Homeschool Ministry. Um, so I just want to give you a little bit of information about first grade math and about myself as well. Okay, so yes, I already told you my name. I am a daughter of the King, so I will treat your children with the love of Jesus and respect, and I will most certainly be holding them to expectations of Christ-like behavior. And that's the expectation for all of us in my classroom. We start each class with prayer. So just want to make sure that's something that you are aware of. I am the wife of Antonio Moore, 10 years now, and I am the mother of two boys. AJ is my 6.5-year-old. He is a student at eXtend. He'll be going into third grade next year. And August, who is my 2-year-old. I am a homeschooling mom, as you heard. AJ's in eXtend. So I've been homeschooling for the last 4 years and been in education in some facet for the last 18 years. So for first grade math, I know ages can range a little bit. So about 5 to 8 is about the target age range for this class. We meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:30 a.m. to 10:25 a.m. In first grade, there is going to be a large focus on place value because the students are really kind of getting an understanding of what it means to be in the hundreds place and how that changes if, when you're doing skip counting, looking at odds and evens and with addition and subtraction as well. Of course, we're going to get into number theory. As I mentioned, skip counting, addition, subtraction, heavy as well. We definitely teach time. We'll do hour, half an hour to the quarter. And I believe toward the end, we do get into at least a 5-minute increments. We'll also do some beginning fractions, and we'll do some graphs, measurement, and geometry. I provide your students with a ruler. That way everybody has the same measuring tools. For the class home balance, I work really hard to introduce all of the new content. So even if that means I'm introducing new content over 2 lessons, I'll introduce that in class so that way when you guys are working at home, you can continue those 2 lessons or those 2 or 3 lessons, depending on the day of the week. And you feel confident, your student will feel confident with the type of work that they're doing. So there's always going to be practice time in the eXtend time as well. At home, they'll be continuing with their workbook completion. So the basic pacing is about 1 lesson per day. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. The basic pacing is 1 lesson per day so that you're doing about 5 lessons per week. The books we use are Horizon 1 Math. There's 2 student books, Book 1 and Book 2. Those are definitely required. They are consumable, so those must be purchased new. The teacher's manual is completely optional. It's really just dependent upon your comfort level with the content. So of course, they'll need the workbook, pencils every single day. We write in pencil in our math books. As I said, I'll provide the ruler, but some type of coloring materials, whether it's crayons or colored pencils, scissors, glue sticks, those things are just always really good to have in case we need them. I will be providing some manipulatives, so there is a fee for those things. I provide things like base 10 blocks, snap cubes. We'll probably have some 3D materials so that way students have their own materials that they can take back and forth with them to use at home and in class. So as I mentioned before, the pacing is 1 lesson per day so that we're getting through about 5 lessons per week. After every 10th lesson, the students will have a test. Tests are really important because they make up 50% of your student's grade. And because we want to make sure that time that we spend is best used, it's important that your kids come prepared and they are engaged during the lesson. You are the teacher. I'm the tutor. I love being the tutor, but it is truly your responsibility to make sure your students get the content because that's what homeschooling is all about. You are in control of your students' education. But being that we are in partnership, Communication is going to be really important so that way you feel clear about my expectations. I understand your expectations. And, if your child, for example, if your child is sick or something like that, definitely want to know that so that we can have a sense of like what do you need in order to make sure that your child is able to catch up, etc. Okay, for work submission, we do use Google Classroom. So you will need to submit just two just two examples of student work. So you don't have to upload everything that your child is doing. Just two examples of student work once per week. My contact information is D Moore at extendhomeschool.com. And if you need to reach me via phone, text is honestly the best way, so you can send me a text. But if you need to call, that's totally fine too. 720-840-6715. Take care.